People sort of project onto me that I was a doctor, and it was an archetype that people really embraced.
Obviously, you worked on Grey's Anatomy for so many years. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty medical role. Did it kind of inspire you in any way to kind of dive into this more with the Dempsey Center?
You know what, it helped because people sort of, they were project onto me that I was a doctor, and you're holding that for people, right? And it was an archetype that people really embraced, and it's nice to be able to do something really positive with that. And we reach so many people around the world. And certainly growing up in Maine and being in a rural community, you're so far away from a medical facility, and you're so distracted with other things in life, or you're doing things that it's a nice way that you're recognized enough that hopefully people will listen to you, and you can use that in a positive way. And certainly we're seeing a lot more people in the rural communities not getting the screenings, not having an opportunity to get into a hospital because they live so far away from a major facility, and a lot of the rural hospitals are closing. So I'm very proud to have been a part of that show, its longevity, and so many young people have gone into the medical profession and now come out the other side and actually practicing. That's always quite a trip to see and to meet when I go into the hospital. So.
Yeah, I mean, the show is incredible. I've watched almost every single season, and when your character left, it was just devastating for us all.
Yes.
So would you say that is the role that you're most recognized for? Is there another one that people are like, oh, every time they see you?
I think it depends on your generation. Like early on, Can't Buy Me Love was a big one, and you can always tell how old the person is by that, and some other things. And now with Dexter, and of course we did Thanksgiving and Ferrari last year, and I've been since 2015 really focusing on the center and doing that and being home with the family and being around. So yes, the amazing power of television around the world. And then to be able to use that to be able to talk about what we're doing with the collaboration now and with the center itself.
You've had a pretty wide range of roles. Mm-hmm. Obviously, McDreamy, that's its own world. But then I did some polling around the office.
Oh, really?
And some of the most popular ones actually were a little bit surprising to me that people were excited about.
Oh.
One was Maid of Honor. Which is surprising.
Right.
And
then that was funny because Kevin McKidd was in that, and then a year later ended up coming onto the show, still on the show, and he's one of the directors. And I always love when the actors become directors. They're the best ones to work with. So yeah, that was good. So that's interesting.
And Enchanted was the other one that got the people really excited.
Yes.
And you guys just did the sequel not too long ago.
Yes, we shot that in Ireland, and Amy was amazing in that, and that was a very special classic Disney film.
And then the one scene that really sticks in my brain for you is the iconic scene from Sweet Home Alabama.
Tiffany's.
You're
right, yes.
So we were talking a little bit about the hair. You've got some longer hair than you usually do. You said you're in your 70s era because you're...
Well, I'm doing Dexter, the Original Sin, and that's going to come out in December. And I've got 2 more weeks on that shooting, so yeah.
Is the hair chopping off right after?
Probably get a haircut, yes.
Okay, Jillian's like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Enough product, but how that role seems a little bit different than some of the other ones that you've done. Like that's a scary show.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's a great cast, and I'm having a great time on it. And I worked with Christian 30 years ago in a movie called Mobsters, and it's been really fun to reconnect with him and to work with him so many years later. Sarah Michelle Gellar is great to work with, and just the whole atmosphere and the culture has been really positive and really fun.
No, that's awesome. It's a little bit of a freaky show. Is there anything that's like freaky when you're on set? Do you ever get like a little frightened?
No, not at all. I mean, we have a lot of fun. We laugh a lot. It's very serious, and the pace is nice, and the culture is really wonderful.
The fake blood doesn't get you?
No, because of Grey's, in the medical thing, so it doesn't really bother me so much.
Yeah, you've seen fake organs. Like you're good.
Yeah, that's great.